What's the matter with you?
Promise you won't laugh.
I promise I won't laugh.
I got me growler caught in the top of a Winnie the Pooh hot water bottle. You didn't laugh.
That's because it isn't funny. When are you going to learn that spangling off over licensed products is the first rung on the slippery ladder to insanity? Look at the trouble we had extracting your bollocks from the screw top of that Teletubbies thermos flask. And you had that Pokemon sweets dispenser up your arse for a fortnight.
What's wrong with him now?
He's been banging one of your hot water bottles again and his knob stuck fast.
You bastard! Not my Star Trek The Next Generation hot water bottle.
No.
Surely not my priceless limited edition 70s reproduction Starsky and Hutch.
Nah.
My God! You've been porking Winnie the Pooh!
And Eeyore too, by the look of it.
Have you no shame? Is there no inhabitant of the 100-acre wood that you would not consider violating? Can Christopher Robin and Piglet not sleep easy in their little beds?
Seems to me it might come loose if we could just get Trevor's pink whippet to shrink in size.
And how do we do that?
Try thinking about your mother.
As a matter of fact, my mother was a very fine-looking animal.
Oh, I think I'm going to be sick.
Other ideas?
Well, just try focusing on any living creature or inanimate object with whom you cannot imagine having full intercourse.
No. Can't think of one.
This is my day. This is my day. Nothing's gonna stop me. No one's gonna hurt me. No one's gonna make me beg or make me go away.
What you doing?
Shh! Can't you see I'm on the phone?
Who are you speaking to?
No one. I am held in a queue and will be dealt with shortly.
Oh, my God. You poor bastard.
At the moment they're playing the theme music from The Bodyguard.
The Bodyguard?
Yes. But interestingly, it's not the original version. It's a little-known cover version by a gentleman who sounds like a cross between Christa Berg, Barbra Streisand and Kermit the Frog.
Fuck, that's awful.
I know. But you are required to listen to the bastard thing in case someone at the other end answers the phone.
How long you been listening to that dog spangle?
17 hours.
Jesus! 17 hours on hold?
They started off by playing Yummy, 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 I've Got Love in My Tummy.
Ugh. Do you want me to stay with you? Or would you rather play out this long, godforsaken vigil alone?
I think I'm going to need all the support I can get.
You're held in a queue, and your inquiry will be answered as soon as possible.
So, what should we talk about now?
God knows. Where are you going for your holidays?
Well, since you ask, I was thinking of going out to Thailand to get one of those Thai brides. There's thousands of them out there, all looking for handsome, cultured types like me. They cook for you, wash your clothes and satisfy your every sexual desire. All they ask in return is that they can bring their entire fucking family to live in your house.
What kind of a marriage is that?
And they've got these little white plastic balls that they stick inside their front bottoms every morning, and the balls rub together and vibrate so they can walk around all day, pleasuring themselves.
How big are these balls?
I don't know. About as big as sweet and sour pork balls, I suppose.
Oh, hello, Featherdick. How are you?
How's it, blokes? What are you doing?
Hamish is held in a queue and will be answered shortly.
Bad luck.
Thank you.
So, what are you doing to fill the time?
Talking bollocks.
Trevor says that Thai women stick sweet and sour pork balls inside their front bottoms in order to pleasure themselves.
Hey, I heard that as well. What do you think they do with the egg fried rice?
You are held in a queue and will be answered shortly. You are caller number 10.
I wonder who's ahead of me.
At number 5, 2 Dutch businessmen who want some hot action. At 4, Nicole Kidman. Up to number 3, a Norwegian who's trying to get through to the talking clock. At 2, a heavy breather on a mobile who wants to speak to Jenny Agutter. And straight in at number 1, a diabetic from Chingford who's trying to call 999.
How long have you been holding on now?
Nearly 2 days.
Oh, I suppose they do their best, don't they? If they can't get to your call within, say, 72 hours, then you can always put the phone down and try again.
I must say I don't call that customer service.
It's not really their fault, is it?
What the fuck fuck is this world coming to? You ring a customer service number, autumn comes and goes and the winter snows set in before you get to speak to an operator, and you say it's not their fault.
Whatever.
What do you suggest I do?
Well, you could always ring up and complain.
I've been collecting butterflies for a couple of years now. My favourite part is suffocating them and sticking pins through their little bodies. This is a Heliconius cheratonia from the Nymphalidae subfamily of butterflies. Its common name is the zebra wingspan. It's the only heliconid which doesn't have close copies of its colour pattern elsewhere in the same genus. And it's also got the most massive bollocks you've ever seen in your life. Some adult butterflies are known to roost overnight in groups of up to 40,000 individuals. Fuck knows why. And they like to drink their own urine.
Your call is important to us. You are held in a queue, and your inquiry will be answered as soon as possible.
What's the time?
10:30.
I've now been held in a queue for 53 hours. Do you think they've forgotten about me?
Why don't you just hang up?
What? After waiting for this long, are you mad?
Maybe there's no one there at all. Maybe it's just a big tape machine which just goes around and around and around forever.
Yes.
Around and around and around and around.
Will you please stop doing that?
Sorry. Do you think we should change the water in the goldfish bowl?
Nah, we changed it just before Christmas, didn't we? Anyway, he's looking really well today, isn't he?
Yeah, 100% better. If you ask me, I reckon it was that nice chicken sandwich we gave him yesterday.
Not nearly so much green fungus growing round his gills as there was before.
Nearly back to his old self, I'd say. Hey, why don't we get him out of the bowl for a while? Give him a change of scene.
We'll put him in the sink for a couple of hours, then let him have a nice lie down on the sofa.
Good idea. I really love our little goldfish, don't you? He's our special little friend, isn't he?
Yeah, our special little friend.
What was that?
Hello? Hello? I heard a voice. I heard a human fucking voice.
What did it say?
I can hardly bear to say it. It said, putting you through.
Praise the Heere.
Fuck!
What?
The line's gone dead.
No.
The fucking line has gone dead and the fucking music has stopped.
Bummer.
93 fucking hours and the fucking line has gone fucking dead.
You'll have to call back, mate. What's the number?
I can't remember.
What?
I can't remember who I was calling. It's too long ago.
Oh.
I'm going to kill myself.
I've just had a long and emotional telephone call with my boyfriend, Vince. He was press-ganged by the Peruvian Navy a couple of months ago, but he managed to jump overboard during a perfect storm off the coast of Uruguay. Now he's living with a tribe of genetically mutated pygmies in the Amazonian jungle. Some of them are over 9 feet tall, and they apparently treat flea-bitten tomcats like Vince as deities. Last time this happened, he came back with 4-foot-long earlobes, a pierced scrotum, and a bottom lip the size of the Hollywood Bowl. When he comes home this time, I'm going to heat up some water in a saucepan and boil the bastard in a bag. The drugs don't work, you know. They just make you worse.
What the fuck are you doing?
I've had enough. I'm going to knock a hole through this wall with my head.
What for?
Well, it's either out of frustration at the sheer miserable futility of life, or because I've always fancied a sort of knocked-through open-plan lounge.
Where are we going to get an RSJ at this time of night? Who are you ringing?
I'm ringing for a pizza.
And?
I have been placed in a queue, and my call will be answered shortly.
Fuck.
In the meantime, I am passing the time by trying to find shapes in the stains on the ceiling.
Why?
Because I can't see the sodding clouds. That's why the ceiling is in the way.
Oh. So, have you found any yet?
You see that big brown stain in the corner?
From where the bath overflowed in August?
Yes.
What of it?
Well, I think that looks like a famous self-portrait by Rembrandt.
Oh.
And that big red stain next to the light fitting?
From when I shook the tomato ketchup bottle a bit too hard?
Yes. Well, I think that looks like Michelangelo's David.
Oh.
Can you find any shapes?
Well, that over there looks like a patch of damp.
Mm-hmm.
That up there looks like a smudge of green mould.
Mm-hmm.
And that big crack in the plaster over there
Yes.
looks like the crack of my arse.
Thank you, Pablo Picasso.
Thank you for calling. You are held in a queue, and your inquiry will be answered as soon as possible. In the